History remembers great names: Waterloo, Stalingrad, Gettysburg. But what if the battles that truly shaped our world were the ones you've never heard of? What if forgotten victories, fought in muddy swamps, mountain passes, or distant seas, secretly redirected the course of empires and civilizations? These aren't just battles lost to time. They are turning points that could have changed everything you know about today's world. Stay with us as we uncover the forgotten battles that changed the world. And don't forget to subscribe for more hidden chapters of history. The clash of steel, the roar of muskets, the cries of soldiers. War has always decided the fate of nations. But not all decisive moments are remembered. Some were overshadowed, buried in dust, or deliberately forgotten by the victors. Yet, behind these silent chapters, entire civilizations rose or fell. In the 15th century, the fall of Constantinople would ignite the Renaissance. In the 18th century, a bloody standoff in India reshaped global trade. And in the 20th century, a single skirmish in the Pacific ensured a new superpower's dominance. Imagine standing on a battlefield where history's weight hangs heavy in the air, but no monuments mark its importance. Soldiers fought, bled, and died, never knowing their sacrifices would echo through centuries, only to be left out of schoolbooks and national memory. These are the untold struggles, the forgotten battles that turned empires into ashes or gave birth to new powers destined to rule the world. Consider the Battle of Talas, 751 AD. Few remember it, a clash between the Arab Abbasid Caliphate and China-es Tang dynasty on the banks of the Talas River. To the world, it was a distant frontier fight. But in truth, it was the moment paper-making left China, carried westward by captured Chinese artisans. The spread of paper would fuel learning, revolutions, and eventually the Renaissance. Then, there was the Battle of Plassey, 1757, a swampy field in Bengal fought under heavy monsoon skies. The British East India Company, mere merchants, faced the mighty Nawab of Bengal. Treachery and bribery turned the tide. It wasn't just a victory, it was the beginning of British India, a conquest that fed the Industrial Revolution and reshaped global power. Or take the Battle of Ain Jalut, 1260. The Mongols had swept across Eurasia, burning cities, crushing armies. No one had stopped them. Until here in the hills of Palestine, where the Mamluks of Egypt struck a decisive blow. For the first time, the Mongol advance was halted. If Ain Jalut had been lost, Europe itself may have burned under Mongol hooves. And then, in the Pacific Ocean, 1942, the Battle of Midway. Just 6 months after Pearl Harbor, Japan's empire was expanding fast. But at Midway, American codebreakers outsmarted the Japanese fleet. 4 aircraft carriers were sunk in a matter of days. The tide of the Pacific War turned, not with a massive invasion, but with one battle most civilians at the time barely noticed. Each forgotten battle carries the same thread: ordinary soldiers fighting in places far from home, making decisions that would alter the destiny of nations. Picture Talas once more. Dust, blood, and steel as 2 civilizations collide. The Tang army, proud and disciplined, falters as alliances break apart. Captured Chinese artisans, their skills unseen in the West, are marched away under Abbasid banners. What seemed like just another border war becomes the spark of human knowledge crossing continents. At Plassey, Robert Clive surveys the field. Betrayal runs deep. Trusted generals of the Nawab secretly stand down. As thunder cracks and rain soaks the earth, muskets roar in betrayal. A single day, a single betrayal, and Bengal falls, changing the fate of South Asia forever. At Ain Jalut, the Mamluks ride, fierce and unyielding, striking against the seemingly unstoppable Mongols. Arrows fly, dust blinds, but victory is seized. The Mongol myth of invincibility is shattered. The fate of Europe is preserved not in its own lands, but in a forgotten Palestinian valley. And at Midway, the silence after battle. The once invincible Japanese carriers lie broken, their burning hulks sinking into the Pacific. A superpower is born not in triumphal marches, but in silent waves carrying wreckage out to sea. These battles, though forgotten, are moments when history itself held its breath. History is not just the famous names etched in monuments. It is also the forgotten crossroads where decisions, betrayals, and accidents reshaped the destiny of humankind. The Battle of Talas carried knowledge across continents. The Battle of Plassey ensured British dominance in India, fueling a global empire. The Battle of Ain Jalut saved civilizations from Mongol conquest. And the Battle of Midway marked the beginning of the end for Imperial Japan. Each of these forgotten battles reminds us that history's greatest turning points are not always the most celebrated. They show us how fragile our world truly is, built on chance encounters, betrayals, and hidden victories. So next time you think history is written only in great wars and famous kings, remember? Sometimes the fate of the world lies in battles the world has chosen to forget. Thank you for watching Forgotten Battles That Changed the World. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hidden history that textbooks never tell.